So we're sitting here in beautiful Colombia, and obviously traveling in these kind of countries, we're always concerned about the water that we drink. So the age-old advice is always drink bottled water. Except we have a little bit of an issue with buying so many plastic bottles and disposing of them because we're trying to reduce our environmental impact as well as we travel these beautiful places. Drinking the tap water is obviously not safe.
Yes, because it consists a lot of contaminants such as chlorine, fluoride, pesticides, antibiotics, and other prescription drugs. Plus, the bottled water has a lot of contaminants from the plastic in it. So that's not option as well. And as Teddy mentioned, it's not good for us because of the environment.
So we'd like to show you the solution that we came up with to try to lower our environmental impact and have great tasting water.
Yay!
So after doing some research, we came with this solution. We are using the same solution at home. It's a gravity dripping filter from Potable. The size is around 35 centimeters, so it's a bit bigger than the water bottle, but you can dismantle it for traveling purposes and make it smaller, like this. And it's a half size. So if you compare it to the drinking water bottle, it's not so big. We decided for this water filter because it filters most of the horrible things that you don't want in your water. It doesn't need any electricity. It's easy to assemble and easy to clean. It cleans chlorine, fluoride, pesticides, all of the bacteria, viruses, and other stuff that you don't want to have in your water. And now we will demonstrate how it actually works because that's the most important part of it. As you can see, this is the upper part where the contaminated water comes, and it has the filter here, which is very easy to put in. You just screw it in. And the filter is made from activated carbon and silver infused ceramic. So it means that it's fully biodegradable, apart from one teeny plastic part, which is at the bottom of it. So that's a good news as well. We fill it with water. And then we just let it drip. We put it at this bottom part. We cover it so any impurities doesn't get in, and we let it soak through the filter, and the gravity makes the work for us. It takes approximately, I would say, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how impure the water is. So if you put the tap water in it, it can take even 10 minutes only to filter about 1.5 liters of water. If you take water from like rainwater or some river water, it can take 30 minutes. So it really depends how the water is dirty.
So we've let the filter run
For how long?
for about half an hour, and you can see all the water has come through, and we now have fresh, beautiful water. We're going to fill up our water bottles. Each one of these water bottles is 750 ml. So we just... There's the first. There it comes.
Yay!
Perfect. So we have 1.5 liters of fresh drinking water. Of course, while we go and use this water, we can set this back up to create more water for us later.
To brush our teeth, cook
To
with
drink,
it.
cook, eat. Okay, so I'd like to just give you some information on the cost. We bought the unit delivered to Cyprus for 150 euros. A typical bottle of water, a 1.5 litre, which we would consume 3 of a day. We go through about 4.5 litres, that's 3 refills of the unit per day. That's about 3 euros a day. So in 50 days of traveling, the unit has paid itself off. Plus, we won't have put 150 plastic bottles into the environment. To give you something to imagine, take a 6-pack of water and take 25 of those. That's how much plastic would have gone into the environment. As well as, you know, we're basing €1 a bottle of water is not always the cheapest price that you'll find.
Yeah, that's a lot of plastic. And I forgot to mention previously that, of course, apart from the bad stuff, the filter also filters out the good minerals. The worst is calcium, about 81%, potassium only 2.5%, and the good news is that it doesn't filter out any magnesium, which is the most important mineral in our body. And it also takes out all of the bad odors and taste, so you really drink nicely tasting water. We also researched on other options. There are these options with straw, the live straw, also Propur sells the thing with straw, but it doesn't really work for our purposes because then you can't use the water for brushing your teeth and cooking and doing other stuff. So that's why we went for this one, even if it's a bit more bulkier.
The filter life is about 6 months. A replacement filter costs between 50 and €80. Obviously, the more you buy, it brings down the shipping costs. So there is some cost savings that's available. But we find that a relatively good deal, €50 for 6 months worth of water, clean, fresh water supply.
So if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments or write us on WhatsApp or whatever. We are all friends and know each other anyway. And I just wanted to say that we are not selling or promoting this specific brand because we are having any financial gain. We just want to help you guys who travel and want to have less impact on environment and drink pure water to
Know what options are out there.
yeah. Thank you for watching.